Good morning. Oh, the back always suffers a little. It was raining all of last night, so yeah, I'm expecting the worst. Going outside now, checking our gear, and then we'll start packing up and heading out. I need coffee first.
There's nothing quite like the possibilities of the open road. Every turn brings you stories, every bump a rush of adrenaline and unexpected discoveries. Stop where you want to, sleep where you can, and pick up some of your favorite bites along the way.
Welcome to Bicol.
This is Forager.
Ano biyahe ng barko? Confirm na. Wala nang biyahe kasi signal number 1 na ang Catanduanes.
Okay, team meeting.
I love this.
The LPA we were tracking, the lower pressure area, has become signal 1 storm. We just got confirmation from Harold that the boats are not leaving. What's it called? The Abaca port.
Yep.
Situation in Catanduanes is it'll be raining and storming today, probably tomorrow. The next day is hopefully is just rain. So the question is, what do we do now? So we figure out what we can shoot in and around Albay. Right? Maybe we can finally go to the Jollikod Carinderia. Defeat makes a man look so unattractive. We're not defeated yet.
Because we are rangers.
Ready? Let's get to work!
To start the day on a positive note, we found a river to play around in with our cars. The Ford Ranger stands out as an ideal off-road vehicle blending power, agility, and rugged design to conquer diverse terrains. The Ranger's versatility and durability make it a top choice for adventurers seeking to explore off-the-beaten-path destinations.
So we found a really cool river to play around with and a trail leading up just kind of like in this jungle area, which is great. There's some peely trees and stuff. It's always a lot of fun to put these cars to the test. So I'm currently driving the Ford Ranger Wild Track with all the ARB accessories that you can get outfitted at your local Ford dealership. You can kind of ask them to put the accessories for you, depending on what you need, and customize it to your actual personal needs. And then the other crew is riding the Ford Ranger Raptor, which is a beast, which I'll probably drive tomorrow. That's it.
So we are now at Jollikod, where we were supposed to go to yesterday, but it was closed. But since it's a Monday now, it's open. And this place looks absolutely dope. Like, there's this little carinderia style booth in the beginning, but then you go down deeper and it's a beautiful, really nice looking restaurant, and it's nice and cool. And their Salsawan station is probably one of the best I've seen. You have fried garlic, You've got a bunch of spices and chili powders and stuff. Toothpicks, essential. You have a whole selection of different types of bagoong. Cutting board with a nice knife to cut your sile labuyo, which is native, which is great. Calamansi. You've got fish sauce for the table. We have different types of vinegars. And then the third station here is all your soy umami. On the top here, we've got all our different chili sauces. You got your sweet chili sauces and your Tabasco, and then your soy sauce and vinegar. So it's pretty insane. You know, they always say sausawan is probably the most personal thing to a Filipino, so it really comes down to how you like to make it. So I'm gonna make mine. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Go look at the sausawang station. It's the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. Chicharon can mend a broken heart and a broken spirit. We are yet to be broken. This carinderia is something else. It's been featured a few times, but we're trying it for the first time. We've got our malunggay ginataan. She also called it a malunggay laing. Whoa. They love their spice here. That's good. And the malunggay has some bitterness to it, which I really actually appreciate. I really like that. And the tinapa, that base kind of umami flavor that you want. Gabi, classic. I'm never gonna get tired of that dish. Their Bicol Express. Very different. Nice and fruity almost, and sour, and spicy. May calamansi dito, miss? Ah, okay. So there's calamansi inside, which is nice. It gives it a nice freshness to it. Ginataan squid. That's interesting. Not too chewy, right bounce, right amount of flavor. And I love that even though all these three dishes are inherently all different versions of ginataan using coconut milk as the basis of the sauce and the stew, all of them are very distinct in flavor. And there's a finesse to it, which is always what kind of surprises me when I go to certain carinderas. And this is one of those that really you can tell the people making the food actually care about the dishes that they're putting together. You can taste that finesse and that pride. Like, it's not a flavor, but it's a structure that enables the best flavor to come out from the dish. We're actually not far from Sorsogon. We've been to Sorsogon before. We never featured it really as its own province, which we won't have time to do this time. But who says typhoon usually says waves. So we'll go back to Gubat, maybe eat some pili, maybe surf some waves. Maybe all that's gonna go to shit also. We don't know. We're just gonna eat and pray to the Lord. Hi po. Oh, it's super onshore though. Ah, there. Hee-hoo. Hee-hee. Hee-hee. Okay, so this is the situation.
Christine has deaccelerated. Here.
Kung here pa lang, signal number 1 na yung Catanduanes, what more here?
We have 3 options in front of us. The first is we wait in Albay to see if the storm passes through, but we won't know when we will be able to shoot. This could take up to a week. The second is to cancel shooting the Catanduanes trip and drive down to Samar instead, but the Roro would still have to depart. The third is to just wait and see how the typhoon picks up tomorrow. If it gets bad, we will need to both fly and drive back to Manila right away to avoid getting stranded.
Ano na eh?
The next morning, the choice was clear. The typhoon went from signal 1 to 3 and was climbing up to 4. We had to leave as soon as possible.
Bye! Hello! Ingat! Ingat sa biyahe.
Jules!
Bye boys. See you next week. Let's go, Julius! So, for the first time ever in FEATR's history, for a travel shoot, we've been defeated by the weather. It has won. Not our fault, out of our hands. We really try to do our best. So we're flying back to Manila, and we have rescheduled it to next weekend. If you do watch these videos to the end, maybe you understand a little bit about kind of like the logistical issues that we have to deal with, and rescheduling a shoot takes a lot of time, effort, a lot of money. People's schedules have to change. You know, we are 7 shooting, but there's more people relying on us when we go to these provinces and islands that we've already kind of arranged things with, so it's a mess. So that's why we try not to cancel, but we really had no choice. Watch our flight be canceled. Philippine Airlines was canceled just now. So stay close. Good thing you're next to the airport. Maybe see you in 5 minutes.
Typhoon Christine struck the Philippines in a way that not many people were expecting. Each time we travel, we try to keep in touch with both locals and government agencies, and we thought that it would bring some rain and pass, but we were wrong. It ended up inflicting severe damage across multiple regions. The storm resulted in some deaths and displaced hundreds of thousands of people. The Bicol region was particularly hard hit, especially Naga. The typhoon's heavy rainfall led to widespread flooding and landslides. People are still rebuilding as we speak, so just try and contribute any way you can. One week later, we are finally here. Thankfully, most of Catanduanes fared well during the typhoon. This was not the case when Typhoon Raleigh hit the island on November 1 of 2020. They have since become more prepared, and it's great to see them bounce back so quickly. Virac is conveniently located just a 3-hour Roro trip away from the mainland. However, it also has an airport located in the south of the island and an impressive winding road network. You can tell it's ready to welcome lots of visitors, and I have a feeling it's going to happen soon.
We have made it to Virac. Finally, baby.
What up? Watch it, pare.
What's up? What? Chester's back on the field. Guys, you haven't met Chester. He's our blonde cutie.
Hello.
We usually don't bring him with us because he has health issues, but apparently he's good now. The weather is looking fantastic. We've got some sun.
Yay.
We are a happy crew. I'm driving the Ford Ranger Raptor today, so it's gonna be a fast ride. You excited, boys?
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, motherfucker!
We met up with our Catanduanes surf crew, Junior, Paolo, Ian, and of course, Ikoy.
Lonely boy.
In some of our previous surf-centric episodes, our shots were taken by Ikoy. He is a local from Catanduanes and now lives in Dubai. He happened to be in town for a trip, so he rounded up his friends to take us around his home island. For these kinds of adventures, it's always important to roll with people who know the swells and the mountains. They are also the best to show you around local secret spots. We got coffee at the very first restaurant here on the boulevard in Virac. It's owned by one of the OG surfers of the island, and then we went hunting for a local carinderia.
Hi po.
Hello, good morning.
Morning po. Ano po meron?
Sarap ng ulam namin. Afritada.
Afritada, okay. Bopis?
Bupis.
Bopis. Okay.
Ito, umba.
Humba, oh yes. Amazing. Ito,
Ito gulay na
laing?
puso.
Puso. Ng saging?
Saging.
4, 4, 4. Actually, 4 of everything naman. Yeah, easy for you. Yeah, 4 of everything po. Salamat.
Salamat din.
I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since last night. Julius, we have real siling labuyo. It's that time. Time for the real men to eat. Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
So what you're saying, this is kuyo? Kuyo. So this is danggit?
Yung maliit na dami.
And parang fermented, no? So ito yung parang patis nyo or parang yung bagoong nyo?
Parang bago siya.
Okay. How do you prepare it? That's cool. It's the first time I've ever seen that. Tapos you eat the fish also. Okay. But you crush it. Nice. That's it? Perfect. Thank you. All right, so we finally made it to Virac. I'm happy. We made it happen. We're just gonna get a quick bite, then we're gonna head to the market, and then eventually just start the journey going north. Find some snails, maybe find some food along the way, and then camp tonight. So we have some umba, we have some, she called this afritada, we have puso na saging with crab, which is pretty cool. Bopis, which is the lungs. Kaunta.
Kain tayo.
Okay, let me try the umba first. Some sauce. Bawal ka dito, no? The lady said she was very proud of her ulam. Tasty. Let's try the puso na saging. Some ginger in there, some gata. The addition of the crab is pretty cool. That's tasty. Bopis. That's clean. I love this though. The danggit. It's not overwhelming. Well, the fish has a kick. Whoa, super sour. And with food like as rich and sweet as this, perfect. Beautiful. Guys, sit down, eat. That food was good. Yeah. I don't usually eat rice, like a whole plate. I finished my plate of rice. And I wanted more, because I wanted to put more umba sauce on it. That sauce was insane. And then paired with the kuyo, the fish. Yeah. Good times.
I was still not sure where we were going to be that night, so we went to the market to just build a pantry of local Bicolano ingredients that will surely come in handy later on when I'm cooking.
They're so good. That was our new rule, right? Instead of chicheria, this trip, no chicheria, fruits only. We're good.
We then headed north to meet a local mountaineer who was keen on showing us some of his favorite ingredients to catch and forage in the wild.
We're finally back in the road in the island of Catanduanes. Finally, Thank God that the typhoon here wasn't as bad as the rest of the Bicol region, so they bounced back really quickly. They had a little bit of flooding here and there, but in places that people usually have flooding, so they were prepared for it. The weather right now is beautiful. It's like the sun and the sky is shining and smiling on us. We have a 2-hour drive. Catanduanes is so beautiful. It kind of gives you a little bit of a Siargao vibe, but with its own flavor, and you can tell it's still very much like secretive. Not a lot of people have been here, but it's so easy to get here with the flight. You know, you land straight into Virac, and then this whole place becomes your playground. And that's what we're going to be doing over the next few days, and I couldn't be more excited. So that engine. Woo!
Yung parang may guwit-guwit lang.
There's a certain magic to taking a road trip. The open road, the changing landscapes, the freedom to go wherever curiosity takes you. It's like shedding the weight of daily life and stepping into something new and raw. With every kilometer, I feel more connected to nature and become a tourist in my own country. Catanduanes is a gem in the Philippines that offers unspoiled beaches, stunning cliffs, an eastern coast filled with surf breaks, lagoons, rice terraces, and lush rainforests. Known as the land of the howling winds, inhabited by the happy people, Catanduanes is perfect for adventurers and nature lovers who want to feel like they are alone and chasing something that they can only find.
Ito pala si Rick. Ito yung
Okay.
namin local guide dyan sa mountain.
We're going to climb all that?
Pag umakyat kami,
Ah, okay.
kasama namin.
Ah, nice. Okay. I was expecting just snails. I didn't know we were gonna have little frogs.
Kabakab.
Do you know my biggest fear is frogs?
Ngayon mawawala na.
Ah, ito yung karakol.
Yes.
Ah, it's a really cool shape.
Iba to sa kuhol kasi yung kuhol sa baba eh.
Ah, sa baba.
Sa lowland.
So ito sa mga
upland.
sa puno? Hindi.
Sa mga ano ng puno.
Sa bark.
Oo.
Ah, sa trunk.
Umaga o gabi?
Gabi po. Gabi.
Gabi.
Kahit
Sa Abaca
In the
plantation.
mountain talaga?
Mhm.
Ah, sa Abaca. Okay. And then to cook it,
Ilalaga muna siya para lumabas tong
yung slime
Ah.
sa tubig lang.
pag nalaga na siya, saka mo
Konting asin or hindi.
saka mo na timpla.
Ito.
We'll lick the back.
I'm not holding it. I'm not holding it. Let's try it. Who's hungry for some frogs? 1 person out of 10. Okay, I'll do it.
Hindi, baka baunin.
They tap it sa rice daw,
Yeah.
sitting down.
Okay, let's try it first, and then he's gonna show us the areas where these things are taken.
Ganda dun kayo. Ilog.
So ito yung eel, no? How do you call this here?
Kasili.
Kasili.
Sa gata din, niluto sa gata.
Sa gata. That was buo or you made tinik? Buo
May
naman.
buto siya sa...
May buto. Yeah, these are always tasty. I don't know if you guys have had eels before. Sarap. Ito, ulang dito or ulang pa rin? Ulang. Try the ulang.
Sa wide lang to eh.
So yung ulang dito lang sa likod.
Hindi po, malayo po.
Ah, sa taas.
Opo.
Sa taas ng mountain.
Sa bundok na po.
Sa bundok. Pero river pa rin or mga streams, maliit na.
Kasapa lang po. Maliit na.
Ilog na ano.
Oh, sarap. That's really briny, salty, really savory. Okay, frog time. These are cleaned up frogs. So ito prito lang. I'm gonna get the leg.
Walang sausawan. Magana.
Walang sasawan. Ganito lang.
Suka sana.
Sausawan siya. Sarap.
You know when people say that frogs taste like chicken? I don't think it does. I think it tastes like fried fish, actually. Crunchy fried part of the tilapia. That's what it tastes like to me. Sarap. Pati yung ulo. Why? Why do you look unsure? Just... Here, that's the frog eye right there. That's for you. Come on. So the gabi here is steamed, mashed, and then put together again, right? And then they boil it again to get that. That's tasty. It's like a mashed taro ball and some sweet gata.
Il.
Ilan po banda po dyan? Kahit dyan, meron ng karakol. Ito po sir ang pag-aagot. Ito. Yung bandala. Ito po si Lando po. Siya po ang nag-aagot po dito.
Yung abaca po, sir.
Kahit po dito sa ganitong klaseng puno, ganyan, nakasiksik po siya sa sa damo, ganyan. Kapag umaga, nakasiksik yun sa kwan. Kapag gabi naman, lumalabas siya.
Umaakyat siya, umakyat.
Umakyat sa punong kahoy, puno ng abaka.
Bawal siya sa init kasi manipis lang yung yung balat.
Mamatay.
Oo, mamamatay. Mainit yung
Nasa lilim lang yung parati.
May initan yung shell.
Kapag gabi, talaga sigurado, makakahuli. Opo.
Habang hindi ka nakakita, sige lakad.
I cooked up some of the snails we picked up from Virac and had everyone try my take on it. We sat around the fireplace, exchanging stories, listening to good music, and some of us even fell asleep under the stars. As we ended our first day in Catanduanes, I was filled with gratitude and relief. Most of the people that we met on the island province that day told us that they recovered quickly. We got lucky on this trip and were able to make our way back to Manila safely when the typhoon hit. However, for the people who called Bicol home, they had to bear the brunt of it. Some of them are still struggling with its destruction today. There's a saying that the Filipino is waterproof, that resilience is necessary, but should never be taken for granted. When these calamities happen, always try and help in any capacity that you can. There is always someone who might need a helping hand. In the next episode, we continue our exploration of the island of Catanduanes. We eventually make our way to Puraran and camp in one of the most scenic spots I've ever seen in the country and attempt to surf the imposing majestic wave.